Except there's no... My radio's not going off in here.
That's good, I guess.
Or they're deceiving me. Like there's enemies that are not alerted.
What is this room?
Chemistry room, I think.
Oh.
Yep, chemistry lab.
That's cool.
Library didn't have anything in it.
Useless books.
Just useless books. What's that?
A hand.
Statue of an old man's hand. The fist shut tight as if it never to let go. So we've got piano, which is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Statue of a hand. I like that they write it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got two important things. We don't know how to unlock the piano. We don't know how to make the hand let go.
Mm-hmm.
Glucose. No reason to take it.
No reason to take it.
Nothing useful on this shelf. There is a chemical. Take it? Yes. Do we use the chemical in the chemistry lab?
I bet. Probably use it on
the hand.
The hand. I don't know why though. Is it like Goo Gone chemical?
Distilled water. No reason to take it.
Water's important.
They sure make it bright, don't they?
What's this?
Nothing helpful.
Okay. It's a person diagram. You run out of bullets?
Let me see how effective this is.
Nice. You did that perfectly. You swung at it before it got to you.
Thanks. Concentrated hydrochloric acid found in the lab equipment room.
Oh, is it melting the hand? Weird.
Got the gold medallion.
Nice. We're halfway there to whatever it
Just gotta get
is.
the silver medallion, wherever that is. Man, I wish there was a safe spot.
I guess you go back downstairs. Yeah. Good job, Aaron.
Sure, there's gonna be a boss fight in a second. Man, I love survival horror.
I thought a cutscene was happening. I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
But it was just you
Just
opening
me
the
looking
map.
at my map. At least I figured out what button was my map.
I know.
Like yesterday.
Good job, Aaron. Oh, you unlocked it.
I unlocked it. Wait, this is not the right.
This looks scary. What's that?
Picture of a door. I don't know who drew it, but it is certainly in bad taste.
It's a drawing?
A door.
It looked pretty good to me. It looked really scary. But well drawn. Saving. Infirmary. Alrighty. Heading back to find another medallion.
Top floor is first before you go to the basement, because the basement's always bad. And top floor is just the roof. Locked, it's jammed, the door can't be opened. Alright. Looks like we can't go to the roof.
I wanted to read the Merle Hay Mall ghost story.
Oh, yes, go for it.
So, there is a mall in the state of Iowa
Uh-huh.
where we happen to reside
Okay.
that has a ghost story. It's Merle Hay Mall.
Okay.
So, and we were actually just there yesterday. We go there often. Actually, not often. Flick's Brew House is there, which is a great place to watch a movie and eat dinner at the same time.
And Jay's is there.
And Merle Hay Jay's is there. Anyways, ghost story from Merle Hay Mall. The mall and its tower are rumored to be built over a monastery that was closed in the 1950s. According to the stories, some nuns became pregnant and had miscarriages, and the babies were buried in unmarked graves at this site. Reports say ghosts of both nuns and infants have been seen here, and the tower is currently said to be haunted by a crying nun who carries a dead baby.
Goodness.
Yeah. Cold spots, a feeling of being watched, and unexplained noises have been experienced here, including footsteps. The elevator is said to move between floors with no one aboard.
With no one aboard, huh?
Yep.
It's so creepy that that's at Merle Hay.
I know.
Like, I would hate to be night security there.
Those are the people who I read on a different site once that the people who report things are the people who work there at night.
Really?
Yeah. Die, man. With the security guards and the people who are getting off at like 10 or whatever.
Boy, that's spooky.
Yeah, isn't it?
It shouldn't be, though, because I don't actually believe in ghosts. I believe absent from the body is in the presence of the Lord.
I agree with that. It's just the thought of it, though.
Yeah. The thought of it's really creepy.
Like this game is super scary and creepy, but I don't believe in these things happening.
Right.
With like...
Whoa, is there something on the ceiling?
I don't know.
No, just a light, fluorescent light.
Like zombies and ghosts and...
I honestly don't find zombies scary.
Well, what do you think those are? Are those zombies?
I don't know what they are.
Well, the unknown is scary.
Yes.
Maybe
that's why these are scary to me, because they're unknown.
It's good that you could still hit them even though you're on the stairs. Uh-oh, there's another one somewhere.
Or something. Oh, there it is. Come on.
Stay down. Stay down. Yeah. They like take more hits when they're on the ground.
I noticed that. Oh, my PlayStation's not happy.
Yeah, it's scared. It's breathing heavy. Are you hurt pretty bad?
Not really bad, but... It's the boiler.
Where are you?
There he is.
You little fella. Sneak attack. Dang it.
That goes for my crotch.
It's because they're short. And they know that's your weakness.
Yeah.
It's a weak spot right there. It will cripple you.
So would.
Maybe I did. I forgot. Thanks for getting rid of the sausages and 2 beans on it.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh. What are those pictures teaching you on
I
the
don't know.
chalkboard?
Ashana. This reminds me of.
Schwartz.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. That was such a good movie.
It was funny.
There was definitely parts in it where I was just kind of like sitting there and like, okay, this isn't really that funny.
Right.
But there was also lots of parts that were super funny.
And that's pretty typical of, it's our Casper. In my opinion, there's 2 of them. In my opinion, that is typical of Mel Brooks, because there's parts that are like so funny, and there are parts that are like, that's not funny, but I know you're trying to be funny.
Right. That's very Mel Brooks. And there was definitely like, I'd say half the movie I was just kind of sitting there being like, okay, that's not funny, and the other half of the movie was like, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember Roger Ebert, when he wrote a review for the producers, saying that Mel Brooks told him one time that comedy was about not being ashamed to absolutely humiliate yourself to the point that people think you're stupid.
There are a lot of comedians who do that.
Right.
Because that's the only way they can get a laugh.
Right.
Though they're sometimes some of the most miserable people, though.
Yes.
Because they don't feel like they can be themselves ever.
Right.
But they're always having to put on a show for people to like them.
Right. Ever since I got married, I really don't care what people think of me. I just want to keep my job. If I ever am trying to like honestly, I don't care what people think of me, but I don't want to lose my job because the only person I care about is my wife.
Oh, Aaron. I feel the same way. I really don't care what people think of me. I don't want to be like
difficult.
Yeah, I don't want people to not like me, but I don't try to make people please me, I guess.
You mean you don't try to please people?
Oh.
I try to make people please me.
I try to make people please me, but I don't try to please them.
I try to make people please me.
You know what I'm saying. I think.
I got you, girl. Whatever.
Yeah. Maybe the silver.
I hate boiler rooms. In games and in real life.
I don't think I've ever seen a boiler room.
Well, I should take it to Eddie Apartments then sometime during the day when people are working there still.
I'm scared. I don't want to go there.
It's too quiet. Besides the fan of my PlayStation 3.
It's comforting, your fan.
I'm trying... Here's the boy. Oh, that looks just like the one at Eddie's Apartments.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Except I don't think there's 2. I think there's only 1.
What is it?
It's boiling water because they use the...
So instead of a hot water heater, it's just one giant?
Yeah, well, the boilers are for... So, like, you know those giant... The boilers actually are for heating the building.
Oh.
Because
For those things under the window.
Yeah, the things they put under the window.
What are those called?
I think they call them boilers, too. But they're the heating units.
Yeah.
They're the heating units that
It's
fill
just-
up with water, hot water.
Okay.
And
That makes sense.
these things constantly boil.
So that's why there's a boiler room in Eddie's Apartments.
Yeah, because these things, they don't use them anymore, but they used to use them to heat whole buildings with hot water. They run hot water through the whole building.
It seems like it'd take a lot of energy to heat all that water all the time.
Yeah, it did.
Does that mean you had no control on how the temperature of your place? Or
Yeah, in your room, no, you didn't have control over it. It was universal. You could set the boiler to a temperature, but whatever you set the temperature of the boiler at, that's the temperature it's going to be for the whole building.
Oh.
So like the Mexicans would set it on a day that it was like 50 degrees. They'd like set it at 75, and it would just be miserable in there. And then when the Mexicans leave, we'd shut off the boiler.
Mexicans thinking they're so entitled to their temperature. So we've got some valves that are tightly shut. And you can't move them.
Don't know what it's for, better leave it alone. That's funny.
That's right.
They're for heating the building.
He doesn't know that. Like, I wouldn't know that. He doesn't know that. Better leave him alone. I see a big red button, though. That looks important.
Nothing happened.
Oh.
There's a switch. Do you want to press the switch? Yeah.
Does the other one have a switch? What in the world?
Appears to be broken.
What are we supposed to do?
I think we're supposed to open a valve, press a switch, and then we'll make hot water run over the piano and it'll open it.
And a silver medallion will appear.
A silver medallion will appear. Because that's how adventure games work.
Yep. Boiling water on the piano makes a silver medallion appear.
Like, how would you think of that?
I don't know. You'd think you'd look for a tool or something.
Right. LucasArts was really bad about like not having any logic to their adventure games.
You didn't even open it. You said there's nothing inside.
Yeah, the only thing that makes this game easier to control than Resident Evil is that you pretty much stay behind your character the whole time. But forward is still always forward even when the camera changes. Silver Moon, like Moonlight Sonata, aka that's supposed to be where the piano is. Golden Sun.
Yeah, I was just gonna check really fast.
Is it hard?
I don't know yet.
The hands are stopped at 12. So what did that do? Let's go look at her hand. Because at first it was at 10 o'clock.
$5 was the hot one.
Place of song and sound at 12. Okay. So yeah, now the piano should open because it's 12 o'clock on the clock now.
Oh, okay.
See, at least they gave us clues.
Yeah.
As opposed to the first puzzle where they gave you the entire town of Silent Hill to find 3 keys.
I know. I didn't like that. That shouldn't have been the first thing.
I don't know. That should have been like towards the end or something. Not a great way to, I think, introduce someone to a game that you're trying to get them to like.
Yeah.
Hey, well, there's bloodstains on the piano.
Yeah.
There's some blood on some of the keys. Does this mean anything? Check the piano, yes. Oh, they want me to play D minor. Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's alright. Is written in blood, a tale of birds without a voice. First flew the greedy pelican, eager for the reward, white wings flailing. Then came the silent dove, flying beyond the pelican as far as he could. Okay. Raven flies and flying higher than the dove, just to show that he can. The swan glides to find a peaceful spot next to another bird. Finally comes the crow, coming quickly to a stop, yawning in the napping. Who will show the way? Who will be the key? Who will lead to the silver reward?
This would be a really hard puzzle.
I think it's not impossible. I think there was a Japanese translation error. Well, I guess you can follow it by the bloodstains. Sort of.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because so you've got the pelican, and then after the pelican, you have the dove. Okay, never mind. You can't follow the bloodstains.
No.
And then after the dove, you had the raven. And then you had, what was after that? Was the swan that stayed next to the bird. And then the crow that took a nap. Yeah, there must be a translation error because there's no...
That was hard.
There's no
really
way.
hard.
There's no way. There's no way you could figure that out.
That would take a ton of trial and error.
You see how many white keys are on that thing?
Yeah.
It could. How do you know that the white dove starts at D?
That's what I was confused about.
And how would you know that the crow took a nap on B flat? You know what I mean?
I don't know. But I'm glad that's over. Alright, we got our silver medallion.
Wow. There had to have been a translation error, or there was some kind of cultural thing that Japanese had that Americans do not have, because that's just not a fair puzzle.
Maybe it is like a cultural thing, like we have these little acronyms, or not acronyms, what are they when you have words stand for letters to help you memorize? You know what I mean?
An analogy? I'm not sure. I know what you're talking about, but I don't...
Well, anyways, maybe they have something with doves and pelicans and that helps them remember keys
things.
on the piano or something.
Reference.
Yeah.
Because...
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. What the heck?
What's that?
Why was he missing so bad? Wasting bullets.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Not fair.
I don't know why he was missing.
He missed like 3 shots.
I was aiming at him.
I know. Now you're really hurt. He's learning right now. This is a big wisdom trip.
Test of sanity trip.
That too. He seems to be handling that quite well.
True, from what's going on.
Because just the beginning of the video, he was so calm about his daughter being lost and
Right.
about there being weird stuff outside. He was like, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hey. And same with that cop girl. Most calmest voice acting.
That's true. They totally had a grip on the situation.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you? No.
But I have to find my daughter.
She's my little girl.
She's a little girl.
Now we can go to the boiler room. Can you open that door? What is this music? Is this music?
Hands are stopped at the
I don't like this. I feel really unsafe right now. Sounds like music. Music and horror games scare me. Can he save?
I think so. What's gonna happen now?
I don't know, but we should save.
Is it the boiler?
Might be, and they put music with it.
5 o'clock is where we need to be. Darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's doors to beck and pray.
Oh wow, hungry beast. I don't want that. Save. Where do you save?
It said the door was locked, though. I tried to open it. I was supposed to push the button on the boiler now.
Probably. Something's definitely unlocked now. Because you have it at 5.